Welcome to EPG Pathshala. This is Dr. Ankush Ambardar from Department of Tourism and Hotel Management, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. Today, I'll be dealing up with a topic from Tourism and Hospitality course, that is Front Office Operations and Management, and the modules is Front Office Budgeting. Well, in this unit, we will be completing the concept of budget, know how front office budgeting is done. We'll get familiar with different types of budgets, recognize various approaches to budgeting, realize benefits and problems of budgeting, and get aware of the concept of budgetary control. Now, budgeting is a very significant tool for any organization, irrespective of its size and nature, if they need to survive in the modern world economy. Budget helps not only in controlling, but also in increasing profits and better coordination. There are several control techniques adapted to manage the business operations, and budget is one such control technique. It is the most significant tool of profit planning and control and can also act as an instrument of coordination. Therefore, budget is a document which is closely related to both the management as well as accounting functions of an organization. There is no planning without policy. Thus, policy is prerequisite to planning, and budget is the detailed coordinated plan statement. In short, budget is an estimate facilitating planning and control of business. Now, what is a budget? Budget is a statement of management policy expressed in physical and monetary terms. The term budgeting is used for preparing budget and other procedures for planning, coordination, and control of business undertakings. These may be prepared for organization as a whole or in parts for different sections of an organization. It is a plan or statement showing expected or estimated results for the definite future period expressed in numerical terms. It is an ad hoc or a single-use plan. It contains anticipated operating results over some future period of time. It provides a base for measuring, comparing, and controlling performance, and hence it is used for planning, coordination, and controlling purposes. It may be in terms of time, money, units, or otherwise. Budget is both a planning and a controlling technique. Budget concerns with how much aspects of planning. As far as front office budget is considered, it includes forecasting, room revenue, and estimating related expenses. The budget is prepared in coordination with the accounts department under the supervision of hotel general manager and controller. Now let's talk about front office budget. Front office department of any hotel is responsible for sale of rooms and is responsible around 70% of total earnings for a hotel. That is why budget making is an important activity of the department. Front office has several subsections such as reservations, reception, lobby, information, business center, etc., depending upon the needs of the establishment. Front office head has to prepare budgets for all sections and for their labor, materials, sales, costs, capital, etc. These budgets are based on the previous figures in consultation with the section heads and controller to achieve organizational goals. Once approved, it is implemented and observations are recovered and matched with the set standards to identify and deviation and to be corrected. Revenue forecasting and estimating expenses are another two functions of front office budgeting. For the purpose, a front office manager requires following information: number of expected room arrivals, the number of expected rooms walk-ins, the number of expected room stayovers, the number of expected room no-shows and the number of expected room cancellations. Even the number of expected room understays and the number of expected room checkouts and the number of expected room overstays have to be determined. There are certain operational ratios which help in budgeting. Number one, occupancy ratio. It measures the success of front office in selling the hotel room. It is computed on a daily basis by the night auditor and communicated to related department managers the next day. These are compared to certain benchmarks such as last period's ratio, budgeted or planned ratio, and competitors or industry average ratio. Next, occupancy percentage, or the number of rooms occupied, or total number of rooms available for the sales multiplied by 100. Average ratios can be calculated by occupancy percentage, that is the number of rooms occupied, divided by total number of rooms available for sale multiplied by 100. That calculates the multiple occupancy percentage. That is number of rooms occupied by more than one guest divided by total number of rooms occupied multiplied by 100. Single occupancy can be calculated by percentage number of single rooms divided by total number of single rooms available for sale multiplied by 100. Double occupancy percentage is equal to number of double rooms occupied divided by total number of double rooms available for sale multiplied by 100. Triple occupancy percentage is equal to number of triple rooms occupied divided by total number of triple rooms available for sale multiplied by 100. Other operational statistics. These are not occupancy ratios but are very significant for hotels. That is average guest per room sold, which is equal to total number of guests divided by total number of rooms sold. Average daily rate is equal to actual room revenue divided by total number of rooms sold. Average rate per guest is equal to revenue per available customer, that is RevPAR. RevPAR is equal to actual room revenue divided by number of guests. Revenue per available room, that is RevPAR, is equal to actual room revenue divided by number of available rooms, is yield statistic. These needs prepared on a daily basis by the night auditor and communicated to the room division manager to show how successful the room division department is selling the rooms at a rate very rare, near the rare rack rate. Yield statistic is equal to actual rooms revenue divided by potential room revenue. Essentials of a budget. A budget must have following essential elements. Prepared for a definite future period. It should be prepared prior to a defined period of time. It is monetary and or quantitative statement of the policy. It is a predetermined statement and its purpose is to attain a given objective. Next is budget preparation. The preparation of budget involves several steps or stages. They are as follows: collection of relevant data, forecasting the activities, establishing organization charts, budget committee, etc., preparing accounting records, framing guidelines, awareness of task, preparation of budget manual, submission of budgets prepared for discussion and implementation of budgets. Now, collection of relevant data. Budget formulation commences with the collection of relevant data, that is immediate past date and analysis. This analysis sheds light on the trend of capital movement, profit, growth, etc., which provide a strong base for the preparation of budget. Forecasting the activities. Each functional department should be asked to forecast its activities and assess the resources. This helps in preparing functional budgets. The goal of the concern, the key factor of the function, and the way of overcoming the key factor should also be considered while framing the functional budget. establishing organization chart, budget committee, etc. An organization chart should be established to define the functional responsibilities of each member of the management team associated with the preparation of budgets. Fixing the budget period and the establishment of budget committee and budget center should also be taken care at this particular stage. Preparing accounting records. Budget formulation requires several accounting records. A chart showing the requirement of accounting records of each functional area should be prepared. This helps in facilitating the analysis and interpretation of the accounting information required for the preparation of budget. Framing guidelines. The guidelines required for the preparation of budget should be framed. Such guidelines are related to production, stock levels, channel choices, product promotion, and general investment policies. Such guidelines are related to production, stock levels, channel choices, product promotion, and general investment policies. Awareness of task. For the smooth preparation of budget, everyone concerned with its preparation should be made known his task. Preparation of budget manual. The budget manual assigning the responsibility to each person engaged in the preparation of budget is to be prepared at this particular stage. Submission of budget prepared for discussion. Every functional department is required to place the budget prepared as per the set guidelines before the budget committee for discussion and reformation. The budget approved by the budget committee in turn should be sent to the top management for approval. Implementation of budget. The budget committee should send the approval budgets to the concerned departments for implementation. It should have the responsibility to conduct periodic reviews for expressing and assessing the performance of each functional area. It should also ascertain whether actual conform to the budget. Next is classification and types of budgets. Now, budgets are usually classified according to various activities as given below. Function budgets, purchase budget, sales budget, production budget, production cost such as material budget, labor budget, factory overhead budgets, administrative overhead budgets, selling and distribution overhead budgets, plant utilization budget, research and development budget, capital budget, and cash budget. Nature of expenditures. It depends on fixed budgets, flexible budgets, operating budgets, time, short period budgets, long period budgets, current budgets, and rolling budgets. Activity level. Fixed budgets or single level budgets, flexible budgets. Now, according to function, these budgets are what functions they perform. The various functional budgets are as follows. Number one, purchase budget. The budget which guides the management in making necessary purchases to be made during the budget period is known as purchase budget. Purchase budget is mainly concerned with the raw materials in the case of manufacturing concern. Next, sales budget. Sales budget is the basis of budgetary control. It is an estimate of expected sales during a budgeted period. It can be expressed either in monetary terms or in physical units. Next, production budget. Production budget is a forecast of the production for the budget period. It determines the quantity of the products to be produced. Next, production cost budget. The production budget determines the number of units to be produced. When these units are converted into monetary terms, it becomes a production cost. Material budgets. The budget which is concerned with determining the quantity of raw materials required for production is called raw material budget. Next, labor budget. Only direct labor budget is prepared from the costing point of view. Factory overhead budgets. Under this budget, the cost of indirect materials, indirect labor, and indirect factory expenses are estimated. Next, administrative overhead budget. The budget which covers the expenses of all administrative offices and of management salaries is called the administrative overhead budget. Next, selling and distribution overhead budget. The budget which estimates the expenses involved in selling and distribution of the product is known as selling and distribution overhead budget. Next, plant utilization budget. The budget which estimates the extent of plant and machinery to be used in the production process is called the plant utilization budget. Next, research and development budget. The budget which is prepared to know the estimated cost on research and development comes under this category of research and development budget. Next is capital budgeting. Now, capital project planning or capital budgeting is the process by which funds are involved and allocated to various investment projects designed to ensure profitability and growth. Next, cash budget. The budget which shows the cash requirements for a future period is called the cash budget. Next, nature of expenditure. According to nature of expenditure, budgets can be divided into following categories. Fixed budgets. A budget prepared on the basis of standard or fixed level of activity is called the fixed budget or single level budget. Next, flexible budgets. A budget which is designed to change in accordance with the level of activity actually attained is called the flexible budget or dynamic budget. Next, operating budget. A firm may prepare operating budget on the basis of programs or responsibility areas. A firm may prepare operating budget on the basis of programs or responsibility areas. Next is classification according to time. In terms of time, budget is classified into long-term budgets. A budget which is designed for a long period, that is a period of 5 to 10 years, is termed as a long-term budget. Such budget is usually prepared in physical units for the planning of the operation of a concern. Next is short-term budget. A budget designed for short period that is not exceeding 5 years is termed as short-term budget. Next, current budget. Budgets which cover a very short period, that is a month or a quarter, are current budgets. These budgets are prepared for short period with the prevailing conditions. Next is rolling budgets. Rolling budgets are those known as progressive budgets. Firms which follow such budgets will always be planned for a year ahead. Next is approaches to budgeting. In past, budgets are prepared on the basis of the past year budgets, but nowadays new approaches to prepare budgets have been developed and practiced. These are followed as past date based budgeting. In this approach, the current year or past year budget is taken as the base for preparing budget for the future. Adopting some additions and deductions, the next year budget is prepared. It is a traditional way of preparing budget. Performance budgeting. Performance budget is prepared for evaluation of an organization's performance in terms of input and output or cost and result. This budget estimates the total cost of activities and the resulting performance. Next is zero-based budgeting. It is comparatively a newer concept in business and non-business fields. It was first time used by Texas Instruments of USA in 1971. It was applied by George in 1973. Now it is used in several countries including India. Here, each time a new budget is prepared, for any area of business operation. In this approach, all costs or expenditures are calculated afresh for the budget period instead of considering the past date. It offers a number of benefits over traditional budgeting. Next is strategic budgeting. It is also a new concept. It is used as a tool for resource allocation to various strategic business units. It is based on the performance and results that an organization expects and key activities, tasks, and jobs that organizational units need to perform. Next is benefits of budgeting. Budgeting is an important managing an organization. Its benefits for a business are as follows. It helps an organization in achieving its objective and its long-term goals, which are translated into specific plans and tasks, providing clear guidance to managers regarding current operations. It assists management in making comparison and selection between alternative courses of action and their evaluation. It provides a means of communicating organizational plans to all members of the organization. It constrains upon production capability and highlights the limited factor period. Preparing budgets provides an opportunities to review operations and revise its necessity. Performance at all levels of the organization can be measured and evaluated against an accepted yardstick of the unbudgeted plan. No problems associated with budgeting. Despite large number of benefits, there are certain problems associated with budgeting. These are as follows. As a planning tool, budgeting is only as good as the calculations made, and limitations on the managerial calculation affects this. The budgeting process can be viewed as a competitive bidding for funds rather than as a planning process. The existence of detailed budgets can cause inflexibility and resistance to adapting to changed business circumstances. Variations require explanation, and this may use managerial time inefficiently. In these explanations do not help future performances. Control through budgets can only be exercised by an after-the-event comparison of the actuals with the budgets, and this may be of little help as a guide to current operations. Now, next is budgetary control. Now, budgetary control refers to the principles, procedures, and practices of accomplishing or giving objectives through budgets. It is an overall management tool for the business planning and control. Budgetary control is a control system adopted in an organization through which every business operation has to be carried out as per the plan. The performance appraisal is made at the end of the whole control activity takes place with the objective of maximizing profits. The following steps are involved for successful implementation of budgetary control system. Organization of budgetary control, budget centers, budget manuals, budget officers, budget committees, budget period, and determination of key factors. Organization for budgetary control. The chief executive is the overall in charge of budgetary system. He constitutes a budget committee for the preparation of budgets. There is a budget officer who is the convener of the budget committee. He has to coordinate the budget of various departments. However, the managers of various departments are responsible for their departmental budgets. Now, budget centers. A budget center is that part of the organization for which budget is formed. Budget manual. Budget manual is a written document for facilitating the formulation of budget. It spells out the duties and responsibilities of various executives concerned with the budgets. Budget officer. The budget officer is empowered to scrutinize the budgets prepared by various departmental heads and to bring changes in the need arises. He will see to the regular periodical budget reports from every department. Budget Committee. In a large concern, a committee known as Budget Committee, comprising the heads of all the important departments, is formed. It is responsible for the preparation and execution of budgets. The budget officer acts as the coordinator of Budget Committee. Budget period. The length of time for which a budget is prepared is budget period. Determination of key factors. Key factor is mainly referred to as the limiting factor in a functional area. Now, to summarize the unit, budget is a critical for any business and no organization can avoid these in today's competitive world. It is a multi-activity tool for any establishment. Budget can be used for communicating, planning, controlling, and auditing the activities of firm. Budgets are commonly supported by detailed information gathered in the budget preparation process. These are based on historical data. Refining and reforecasting are two important activities which follow a budget to meet the ever-changing market conditions. Budgets are prepared strictly according to the resources and goals of the organization. Thank you for watching EPG Pathshala. This was Dr. Ankush Shambardar.